Hello everyone, we are Team Orange. This video is about 641 Big Data project work during Sprint 2. After the completion of first sprint, our second sprint began with the retrospective analysis of what went wrong in the first sprint and what we could do to prevent them in the future sprints. To mention some of the lessons we learned, we decided to allocate 4 hours to the sprint. Initially, we had allocated 2 hours. That was not sufficient to discuss all the tasks. Next thing we decided is we will create minutes for every scrum meeting which we lacked in the previous sprint. The next thing, we have to update the Trello board as soon as the task is done. After the retrospective meeting, we had a thorough analysis of the tasks given by client, that is professor, and to do the sprint planning accordingly. In the sprint planning, we divided the sprint into 4 scrums by adding the tasks for each scrum. The tasks that require more clarification were kept for later scrum, and the one we were able to start working were added in the earlier scrums. Individuals picked the created tasks based on their interest and capacity. The tasks were given the estimated hours which was entered during the planning, and the actual hours left blank to be filled once the task is completed. Next, we made some of the revisions on the Gantt chart, pod chart and timetable. This is our revised Gantt chart where we arrange the last 3 modules and their starting and ending date. For pod chart, we removed the extra component and identified the components that can be placed parallelly, and we reflected those changes in the timetable as shown in the screen above. The whole tasks performed during the sprint can be divided into summarized as a data governance tasks and Oracle to SQL Server migration. For the data governance tasks, we started with creating OES3 database and generated the data model through reverse engineering. This is our generated data model before expansion. To support the sales and promotion feature in OES3, we had identified required tables in the first sprint, so we expanded OES3 to support these features by integrating those tables in the model. This is the data model after expansion. The expanded data model has table named promotion, promotion type, promotion code, special promo, customer promo. To create the master data model, the PM team came up with the common standard for creation of master data model and data dictionary, which are the attribute name should use underscore to connect the words. For example, the customer underscore name is the required value instead of customer number. All the entities and attribute names should be singular. With this general guideline, we designed the data dictionary. On the screen, we can see the data dictionary related for the sales and promotion expansion table. Then we designed the master data model using Lucidchart, where Purple team created the chart with the base tables by also adding their own tables. So these are the list of the tables added by different teams, where different color represents table from different teams, and the one with the black colors represents the base table. This orange part is the one that we have added for the master data table. Having the expanded tables created, the next step is to add the records in those tables. In the team, we have identified the plan how to collect data to expand master data model. Those are: list down the tables that needs for data to be populated, collect the information about the data types, identify if we have any foreign key relationships, create data mockup for insert scripts, and so on. Next part of the sprint was Oracle and SQL Server migration. We installed and used Oracle SQL Server and SQL Server data tools. We used SSIS to move the tables. Here in the screenshot of migration of table using SSIS from Oracle to SQL Server. With this process, we moved all the tables as seen on the screen. As a part of Sprint 2, we had tasks to convert built-in functions from Oracle to SQL Server. In the slide, we can see the comparison of built-in functions, their use in Oracle and SQL Server with examples. There were a couple of functions that were not available as a built-in functions in SQL Server which were in Oracle. For that, we create the user-defined functions to get the same result. Then we had to do 60 queries from SQL to assignment using SQL and even number queries using PL SQL. This was one of the most challenging and interesting tasks as per our team comments. So this is the general SQL 2 assignment where we have created all the SQL for the 60 queries. We can see in the screen like we have the SQL and their outputs represented just below. So this is the whole list of 60 queries. Similarly, for the even number of questions, we have done the PL SQL part as well, and this is the result of the PL SQL. Further, working on other tasks for the sprint, we developed following 5 use cases: list product number, promotion code, number for each product, list promotion code by customer, for a given time period, what promotion codes are applied, list the promotions and associated promotion codes. As an example, we have included the query with the result to list the product number promotion code for each product, which is shown here. So we have added the query and the output as well. As a team, we also developed the pivot query, which was an assignment given in class to calculate total sales per month for each customer shown on the screen. So with this, we came to the end of the sprint 2 and we are looking to work for the sprint 3 from moving ahead.